The forge burns like the heart of a dying star, and Blade Forger that number 2, 2025, opens with that molten, myth-soaked tension, the kind that tells you the weapon being shaped tonight isn't meant for a man, but for a war. The narration begins with a deep, hammer-struck tone, like a legend being born one blow at a time. Blade stands in the center of the hidden workshop, the air thick with smoke, sparks, and the metallic scent of old magic. His coat is scorched, his skin still healing from the ambush that ended issue number 1, but his eyes burn with purpose. He didn't come here to rest. He came here to build, to forge, to prepare for the Red Band's rising tide. Across the anvil stands the Forger, an ancient, scarred craftsman whose bloodline predates the first vampire. His arms are tattooed with runes that shift when the firelight hits them. His voice is gravel and prophecy as he tells Blade the truth. The Red Band's new predator cannot be killed with any weapon that exists. It must be made, fed, awakened. The narration tightens as Blade places the raw materials on the anvil. Silver mined from a cursed vein, bone shards taken from a fallen blood rite, and a vial of his own blood. The Forger warns him that this process will cost him more than flesh. It will take memory, strength, pieces of the soul he still has left. Blade doesn't flinch. The hammer falls. Each strike sends shockwaves through the workshop, rattling chains, cracking stone, stirring shadows that whisper in forgotten tongues. Blade feels the weapon drinking from him, pulling rage, pain, and centuries of violence into its forming edge. The Forger chants, his voice rising with the flames, calling on forces older than daylight. But the ritual draws attention. The walls tremble as Red Band assassins descend on the forge, silent, fast, eyes glowing with ritual hunger. Blade grabs a half-formed blade, still molten, still screaming with magic, and meets them head-on. The fight is brutal and chaotic. Steel against fang, fire against shadow. The unfinished weapon burns his hand, but he wields it anyway, carving through vampires who dissolve into ash and embers. In the chaos, the Forger completes the final strike. The blade screams to life, black steel veined with crimson light, humming with a hunger that mirrors Blade's own. It is not a sword. It is not a stake. It is something new, something alive. Something meant to kill the predator the Red Band is summoning. But the victory is short-lived. The Forger collapses, drained by the ritual. With his dying breath, he warns Blade that the weapon has a will of its own, and a price that must be paid in blood. The voice fades on Blade standing alone in the ruined forge, the new weapon pulsing in his hand like a heartbeat. The war isn't waiting for him. It's already moving.